Welcome, everybody. One love. One love, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I have something very interesting and good with you guys. And for you guys that I wanted to share. It's very important, very vital. Welcome to this spiritual encounter where I'm here till my number gets picked and I get taken out of here. And that'll be when my mission is completed. I get to go home because once again, I'm not from here. I don't belong here. I'm only passing by. I'm an infinite spiritual being inside of a finite physical body, having a temporary physical encounter. And I'm not bound by my flesh, and I'm limitless and I'm fearless. But in order for me to get to this point, way of thinking, I had to go through a lot. And doors were shut and doors would open. And that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about today. What I'm going to share has nothing to do with what I've done in my life, but what God continues to do in my life. So once again, I will never take credit. Never take credit. And I'm here just to glorify God. And through and with God, I'm going to create something so big and so huge just to glorify you, Father God. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope all is well with you guys. This is Polar Gold. Praise one, love one, God only, and welcome to Polar Gold Vision. And I'm on a mission to bring hope to as many people and their families that I can. Starting with myself by leaning on God's understanding and not my understanding. By relying on God's will and not my will. By following God's plan and not my plan. By trusting God's plan. Trusting that His plan is way better than my plan. That my plan leads to no way and God's plan leads to forever, infinite peace, love, joy, happiness, and freedom, true freedom. Oh man. Now, once again, welfare check. And hope all is well. Second week of January 2021. And what I want to share with you guys today is when God closes doors and when God opens doors. And this is in my heart, so I'm going to share with you guys. And this is what I feel in my heart, that my purpose in my life is to share and give and provide a living testimony of how great God is. I don't want to wait till I'm dead and people come visit me at the funeral and have someone else give my testimony of my life. I'm going to wait. I'm going to do this now. Why wait? But I'm going to do this now. Give a living testimony of how great God is. Now, during my life, God closed doors. And what I'm realizing now, when God closes the door, it's sealed tight, airtight. There's no way I can go back to that door and open it up. Never, 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 because God closes that door. And it could be situations in life that happen, and then at the end of a relationship with myself, because I didn't have a relationship with myself, and that door closed so I could start to begin and have a relationship with myself and get to know and love myself, appreciate myself, be comfortable in my skin, and be the true version of myself, be authentic, and live a purpose-driven life. Oh yes, yes, yes. Now, when God closes doors, from my personal experience, and I'm hoping that someone can relate to this, it was me trying to open up that door that was already sealed shut by God. It was shut and I was trying to open it. And the more I tried to open that door, the more I suffered. And I created that suffering in my life by making and taking bad decisions in my life. And when God closes that door and I'm still trying to open it, then I remain in darkness. And I wasn't allowing no light to come in, because all the decisions that I was making were coming from anger and resentments and ego. That's what they were driven from. And I was making bad decisions, you guys. I was in a mental prison, a physical prison. My soul was in a prison. I wasn't free. I was lost. I was broken. And I was blind for so many years. And I was thinking that if I could blame this and blame that and blame him and blame her, and thinking all along that it was everybody else's fault. But in all reality, I was trying to open a door that God shut, closed permanently. And He did that just so I could learn a lesson and move on, because sooner or later he's gonna have to close another door and another door, because he closes them so he can open up another door for me that leads to spiritual, unlimited happiness, joy, healing, love, peace of mind. But it's up to me and my will, the way I think, trying to open a door that's already shut by God. And by me doing that, it led me to bad places in my life. Suffering, a lot of suffering, but not just for me. I made my mama suffer, my papa suffer, my dad suffer, my family suffer. I made everybody around me suffer because I was being selfish. Then 10 years ago, September 22nd, 2012. And on that date, I'm gonna drop a video and I'm gonna share something with you guys. But on that day, I finally realized that I had to take full responsibility and close that and leave that door that was closed, leave it shut. And I got the chance to now see that I'm gonna walk through the door that God opened for me, and He had opened for me, but I wasn't choosing to go through that door. And then what happened, you guys? It was scary, very scary, very uncomfortable. But then the healing began. Then what happened, you guys? Then a little bit of light started coming into my life. Then what happened? Then I started feeling stuff that I didn't want to feel no more. And then more light came into my life. 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 And more healing. And then more peace. And then I'm able to forgive others. And I'm able to forgive myself. I'm able to look in the mirror and say, you know what? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I messed up. I made wrong choices. Please forgive me. I abandoned you. I didn't mean to. I'm able to look at myself dead in my eyes and take full responsibility for all my actions and all my bad reactions, bad decision making. And then I'm able to turn my will and my ways over to care to God. And then I'm able to walk through a door where there's infinite possibilities of whatever I want to create. It is said and written that there is no wrong road. But if you don't take the road where your heart is in it, full-hearted it, then you're taking the wrong road, because it's just going to lead to destruction and darkness and chaos and emptiness. I thought I had material things that were going to make me happy. No. I thought that this was going to make me happy. No. But when I started taking the right decisions and taking full responsibility and walking through the door that God opened up for me, then I'm able to heal and let go of what I don't need anymore. Don't need it on a daily basis. And then when God closes another door, now I can use the experience from the past time and carry it on with this time and realize, well, hey, that season is over and I gotta be strong. What did I learn? And then go and walk through the other door, no matter how uncomfortable it is, but it leads to light, to healing. Like Romy says, the healing begins where the wound is. So you start working on yourself, then the light can come in and you can start healing. Then what happens? Then you find your purpose in your life. Then what happens? I destroyed my body so much, making wrong decisions. I destroyed my body so much that they told me I have cirrhosis of the liver, diabetes, kidneys are shot 6 to 7 times the normal size. I was dying, killing myself. Then they gave me a cane and they told me I'm legally blind. But now I'm found, I'm healthy, and I can see clearly that God's way is the only way. Now, when stuff happens, I don't lean on my understanding, but I depend on God, and I tell him, you know what, you got this, Pops, you got this, Father, you got this, God, you got this, the Most High. I don't understand what's going on, but I do understand that your way is better, and I know you've always been there for me, you always stuck by me, so I'm going to stick by you this time, because there's nothing that's going to come my way that's going to hurt me. It's only going to make me stronger. And then what happens? Then I find my purpose. And then what happens? I could wake up, shine, leave the house and shine and glorify God and focus on sharing the light that he has given to me to as many of my brothers and sisters that I can that are hurting out there. And then what happens? I'm able to work on my business and help people who are suffering in our communities. And then what happens? I can live a good life recruiting an army for God. And then what happens when my number gets picked and I get taken out of here? I'm able to lay down and say, I did it. I did it. I gave it my best shot. I lived my life with a purpose and not wondering what if and living with regrets. Now it's hard. But it's hard going through that door that God opens. But you know what's harder? Bumping my head in a door that was shut, closed by the Creator. Trying to open something that's not supposed to be open no more, because then that brings more pain. Going through the door that God opens allows the healing, but there's still pain, but it's growing pains where I realize that it's me versus me. And then I take full responsibility. And then I'm able to enjoy the freedom that is given to me so freely. And then I can share and carry the message to as many of my brothers and sisters as I can on a day-to-day basis, moment by moment, second by second. And then I can be there strong, like God's soldier, to glorify Him and lean on His understanding by seeking God first. Hope you guys are well. I love you guys. Blessings. Let's get it done, you guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blessings.